Hello, job seekers. Melanie here with CGL Recruiting, and today we're going to be talking about utilizing Facebook to get a job. Facebook, yes, believe it or not, you can get a job in Facebook. I'm going to cover what are the best jobs to look for at Facebook, what are some of the really common pitfalls that you need to avoid, and 3 ways that you can find a job using Facebook. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing that now. It really does help our channel. Give us that thumbs up at the end if you feel this data is helpful, and as always, share it with a job seeker. Okay, let's talk about Facebook. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about with Facebook is the actual job postings that are out there. And there is a right way and a wrong way for you to apply for these positions. Now, any company that has a company page can post positions under the job postings. The problem is Facebook is such a global platform. When companies do that, the number of responses they get is ridiculous. And in fact, most of the responses are actually not worth anything, because what you do is have a bunch of people that just hit that apply with Facebook button. And what that does is it causes you to get tons and tons of just people's Facebook profile and no information, like a resume or a cover letter or anything else. And as somebody who sometimes posts jobs on Facebook, it drives me crazy, because you're then trying to make me do all the work to get your resume and your cover letter. Well, I can tell you, I'm going to go after the people who have gone the step further and sent me that information, rather than the people who just quickly hit the apply button. So how do you find the jobs that are posted out on Facebook? It's very simple. If you're not familiar with where they are, the easiest way is to just go up to the search bar on Facebook and type in jobs. It'll bring up jobs near me, or you can list jobs in a city, any way that you want to do it, and you will see loads of positions that are posted out there. And just like all of the other job posting systems, make sure you are being aware to look out for scams. Anybody who wants your personal data, anybody who's offering you a job without interviewing you is going to be a scam. So do be careful. But with Facebook, you can tie it back to their company page. So here's the trick on this first one. Don't just use the apply with Facebook button. You need to get your resume into that company. What I recommend is, if you really see a position that you love that's posted out there on Facebook, go back to the company's web page and apply there, not via Facebook. That way they don't have to weed through the tons and tons of bad postings or bad applications that come through with people in different cities and countries who don't have any of the skills to find you. Go to their company page so you know you're getting at least into their applicant tracking system, and it's easier for them to find you. Okay, let's move on to number 2, the second way to get a job using Facebook. And this is the simplest of all of them. This is the one that is just do a post saying you're looking for a job. There's a reason you have a network and connections on Facebook. Utilize it. Actually put it out there. Here's what I'm looking for. Here's a type of position, and ask your friends and network to share it with their network. That way you get much more exposure. The best way to find a job is always through someone you know. Okay, let's talk about the third way to find a job using Facebook. And this is the one that I find most people don't know about. This is through groups. Did you know that Facebook has thousands of groups of places where people post jobs? It's very easy to find. All you need to do is, when you're on your Facebook home screen, go up to the bar area on the left-hand side and type in groups. Now, it's going to bring up tons of groups and categories of groups on all different things. But what you're going to want to do once you're in there is just type in jobs, or jobs in Houston, jobs in Chicago, jobs in New York City. Or you can even do it based on profession, jobs accounting, jobs mechanical engineering. And that's going to take you not to the actual job postings, but to groups where people are doing posts in the groups for job postings. Now, what do we see in these type of job groups as opposed to the regular job postings? We see lots of emails and phone numbers and contact me direct for this position. If you have not gone out to these groups, you are missing the mark. Definitely take the time to do it. Now, there are rules about the job posting groups where they're supposed to be, scammers are not supposed to allowed to do posts, but some of them do get through. So be cautious the same way you are with everything else. Now, the majority of the roles that I see out there on the groups, if you're looking in the local groups, like around a city, you tend to see a lot from recruiting agencies or temporary firms. So it tends to be more positions that may be temporary or contract, though there are definitely full-time positions. And you're going to see positions from very large companies. Like I was just out there this morning and I saw one from Waste Management, which is one of the large companies in Houston that does all of the trash pickup. So there's a variety of different positions. If you find you're not getting enough professional level roles, if you are a CPA, then what you need to do is look in the groups that are more profession based as opposed to the groups that are more location based. And there you will see more positions that definitely will give you more and more opportunities to apply for jobs. Now, even in these groups, if you get a number and you get a direct email address, by all means, feel free to send through your information. But they usually, I would say about 75-80% of the time, are giving you the company name. So don't forget, you can always, if you don't want to apply right there through Facebook, go out to that company page and do your application right there. All right, job seekers, as always, I hope this was helpful. I hope you join us at one of our Thursday live Q&A sessions that we hold on YouTube every week. We look forward to seeing you at that, and I will see you next time.